so excited to say that I am back at it, guys, squatting and deadlifting. And this is actually my second time doing squats and deadlifts. Want to make that clear. I could not film the very first session, and I really wanted to test it out just to see how everything felt. So this is the second time I'm squatting. You'll see on the left I'm doing 135, and on the right I'm doing 185 as warmer, so I want you to see both angles. And you'll also notice that I'm doing high bar instead of my usual low bar. The reason I am doing this is because I had surgery a couple weeks ago, and I'm really focused on coming back. My focus is on working on my range of motion to retrain my knee stability. As my knee becomes more stable, the strength will come back from muscle memory. In physical therapy, they actually told me that my legs didn't even lose that much strength, although I can physically tell that they lost size, but they said more along the lines of stability purposes, which is why doing these squats, I feel much more shaky on the eccentric movement, which is going down than coming back up. You'll see I go down a little slower to really focus on making a smooth motion and being safe, and then I pop right back up. Although my knee may feel a little shaky going down, I have zero pain doing these squats, which is exactly what I want and what they were looking for when I tested out doing squats. So the knee being shaky, that's just something that I need to retrain myself and get used to again, and as I get stronger and more balanced, it's gonna all come into play. Right now, you'll see me going somewhat kind of heavy, and that's because they said I can go to a discomfort level. And if I go to that discomfort level, that just means I may have overdone a little bit and to stop. If I had pain, immediately stop, but I didn't feel any pain, and I felt no discomfort. I stopped before I even got to discomfort because I really didn't want to overdo it. I'm really trying to come back slow, although it may not seem that 315 is slow. But the reason I'm going at this level is I was at a 485 squat, and these did not hurt one bit. I'm trying to really focus on getting my strength back, getting my endurance back, and focusing on that eccentric movement by really going as smooth as possible. Because you'll notice in this 335 squat that I come up really quick. And this is actually the last squat I did this day. I really didn't want to overdo it, but I'm pumped to be back at it. And as you can imagine, I was very sore the next couple days. But now on to deadlifts. So like I said before, this is my second time deadlifting since my injury and surgery, and I feel incredible. I really miss deadlifts. I love pulling heavy weight. I was at a 545 deadlift before the injury, so I'm really hoping to work back up to that pretty quickly, although I will take my time because I do not want to re-injure myself. So during squats, I mentioned that my knee was shaky during the eccentric part of the movement. While during deadlifts, I don't have that problem at all. My knee literally feels like there was never any surgery that took part on it, so I really feel great doing these deadlifts. The weight's flying up, and my form still feels just like it did before. One thing I'm actually noticing is that because I was doing Z presses and having my feet up when I was bench pressing and doing a lot of ab and core work, my core is a lot stronger now, so I'm able to do these deadlifts and squats beltless a lot more comfortably, and my core just feels much more activated. So I actually feel somewhat stronger in that aspect, so maybe it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise. You always got to make the best of worst case scenarios. For me, not being able to do squats and deadlifts was a worst case scenario, especially as a powerlifter, but as a meathead as well. I just love lifting heavy, and since I wasn't able to do that, I had to do other things, and that's exactly what I did. And now it's all going to be coming together. Since I was feeling so great during this deadlift session, and I was pumped up and motivated by the Natty Nation in Scott's studio, I decided to go a little bit heavier since I was feeling no discomfort or pain in my knee, and I actually felt strong, like I never really stopped deadlifting, or maybe the break was something that my body actually needed. Well, either way, I decided to go heavier than I did for squats, and again, I had zero discomfort or pain, so my knee was actually feeling more balanced already. You'll notice I'm doing deadlifts on a different day than I was with squats. Changed. But I don't like doing squats and deadlifts on the same day, especially since I was doing high bar, because my lower back tends to get a little more involved. But I just wanted to go really focus on my strength coming back. I, of course, stopped before I went too heavy. I don't want to rush back into it, but I said kind of screw it and did some 405. My tank definitely represented my mind state during this pull, and it went up fast, it felt good and smooth. I definitely had a lot more in me, but I didn't want to push it. Make sure to check in the description for the link for a free month to muscularstrength.com and use our code Anabolic for Cellucor discount, 25% off and free shipping. Come on. Deadlifts.
If you're looking for a website that lets you build your own profile, interact with other community members, log your daily meal plan and add your own custom foods, find the exact routines you're looking for to reach your goals on a weekly basis, new recipe ideas to help improve your meal plan, and you enjoy learning new things to take your workouts to the next level, join muscularstrength.com. What's your maximum output?